what's up, you guys? I'm coming to y'all picture in picture on Barry's on some features might be limited. I'm coming to you guys home, and you know, I got a lot of things to get off my chest. I know it sounds very weird, but I know there are some ways out. I'm not a hater, but here's what I gotta tell people. I know ways how they could have fixed the big dog character back in 2015. Like, they booked it so great, and then they booked it so great is when they booked it great, right? They booked it great, right? And what they did, they're turning him to a lovable badass wrestler. And when they had that thing and they did at TLC back in 2015 December, next night it became a Stone Cold Steve Austin moment when he was about 27, 26. They put, they used Sheamus, I think 35-year-old, 34-year-old Sheamus. They put League of Nations, the Game, Stephanie, and Vince. They put the Authority and the Nation. Seth Rollins brought his Achilles, and they had Dean, and they had the face painted Usos with leather shorts. They had him good before there was the tribal chief. Before that was the key. Before there was that. Before he retired, the Undertaker. I'm talking back in 20 before he even ran him and put the title on the line in Florida back in the Rumble. And then what happened is that they put him in the Rumble. It was good and all, but then Vince fucked him up. And after that, it was over. Triple H won. It was doomed to fail. Dean was over. Seth was out, injured. Roman Reigns was just getting over pushed again. He came back and he got booed when Dolph Ziggler was going against Triple H. And Triple H was WWE champion around, it was like 43, 44 at the time. Stephanie and Man looked good. MILF. You had Vince, Dolph rolling away. Dolph put on a good match. Roman Reigns came back. He got booed. And he returned. Triple H, he faked his bloody nose. He faked his bloody nose. Triple H gave them. 2 weeks he came back. He comes back to assault revenge on the game. He breaks a TV monitor in the back of his head. He uses a blood capsule. Fights backstage. His cousins try to hold him back, and he's booed out of the building. And then he's booed before WrestleMania. He goes to WrestleMania. He gets booed again. He gets booed in Dallas. Flash forward 5 years, he gets cheered as a chief. Flash back 4 years, he gets booed as the big dog. The rabid big dog, as Monaro used to call him, he gets booed out of the building. He wins the title, he gets booed. He cuts the best promo of his life, as a neutral say. He's not a good guy, bad guy, he's the guy. He gets booed. Multiple men faces him. Chris Jericho, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles. AJ Styles in the Fatal 4-Way match. Cesaro returned that night. AJ Styles, he's then again to get a program. He got booed with Styles. Styles couldn't help him. The club couldn't help him. Seth Rollins came back. Seth Rollins couldn't help him. Dean Ambrose on the point. The Shield couldn't help him. The guy faced Rusev. Rusev tried, but Rusev couldn't help him. The man is booed out of his entire building. Braun was helping him, but they fucked him up with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, and Jinder Mahal were the only three guys that were supposed to help him, and they find some way to fuck them up. The Miz and Rusev fixed it, but he was doomed to fail. They put him against The Undertaker. He was shoved to the moon. They put him against The Undertaker. Retired The Undertaker. He was booed out of the building. He got shitted on next night on Raw. They booed him out of the building. They thought it was Halloween. There's a big ghost in the crowd after Orlando. He was booed out of the building, cut the greatest promo life. Braun Strowman nearly killed him. He comes back. He nearly eviscerates Braun Strowman, nearly takes his goddamn arm off. He comes back. He has a program with the Monster Man with his best feud as a neutral, as the Undertaker type heel character. He gets booed out of the building. He faced Bray Wyatt. He gets booed. Braun Strowman somehow gets a babyface reaction. He turns Braun Strowman into a babyface. He then turned Jinder Mahal into a babyface. He turned KO into a babyface. Motherfucker turned Goldberg into. He turned everybody, all his opponents into a babyface. That's how terrible he was. He let Stephanie McMahon cut a promo and he got booed. He made Stephanie a babyface. How he let Stephanie McMahon be a babyface? He tried, Seth Rollins and Balor and them guys tried to save him, but he turned them into ultra baby faces. He turned John Cena into a heel, and he was a heel. They both don't like overshoved guys who look like models. He beat John Cena, he beat Undertaker, he beat the Intercontinental, he formed a Shield nuts on for an over push babyface reaction agenda by Vince McMahon. He gets into a program after that. He has a program. He entered the Rumble. He loses the Rumble. He goes to the Chamber. He beats Braun Strowman, and he beats the number one guy in the Chamber. He gets booed. In the program of bracket, semi worked. He got booed, and his face looked like ketchup. Next night on Joe, he made Joe return look like a babyface. He gets booed again. He wins the United Championship in Barclays Center. He gets booed. And the way how I should have booked it, I should have had AJ Styles stay on Raw and have AJ Styles go over for the Miz. And I would have had Roman Reigns go for Jinder. Jinder Mahal's going to help that bride. That would have been Roman Reigns' biggest babyface reaction if he were to beat that man. We would have had the biggest reaction if he ever had. They had Samoa Joe to beat Brock Lesnar, Great Balls of Fire until hold into SummerSlam next WrestleMania. Imagine if Joe hold that thing until New Orleans. He pins Joe. Look at the crowd. Crowd's going crazy. And he's the biggest babyface. And he beats Joe. He beats Braun now. He's a big baby face now. And they fucked him up. Those three guys were supposed to save him. AJ Styles could have saved him. These guys like Brock Lesnar at that time, I know there's Lesnar and Bryan at the time, but he was saved because cancer saved him. Cancer, you can't boo him again. They never booed him again after. The tribal chief was the biggest save in the world. He needed the chief. And as the chief, the big dog is damage control. That was the worst forced Undertaker agenda ever that they ever gave him. They threw everything at him, and he still failed because they didn't know how to book them. I said they wasn't booking him properly. They could have booked Triple H. They could have booked him against Triple H to get cheered, but they fucked it up, and that's why. It turned to John Cena and Triple H back in '05 all over again. And when John Cena got booed and Triple H got cheered, Triple H was the heel, and John Cena was the good guy. They don't know how to book the guy. They failed. There was three guys, and they couldn't put him against none of them. They failed. They hated Goldberg, put him against Goldberg. They had Goldberg versus Brock. You could have easily say Brock Lesnar retired The Undertaker, and then Roman Reigns comes out. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Wow. Put the glass ceiling on the big dog. I said they had Samoa Joe cut those promos with Reigns would have easily, easily be the biggest baby face. You won the One Night Championship from him, and you had Braun win that belt, and you hold him win that belt, have him hold it till SummerSlam in 2018. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine Reigns were to replace AJ and beat Jinder Mahal? Do you know how over he would have been? They could have saved the big dog. They turned him heel. They basically didn't know how to book him as a babyface. I said in my last video that they didn't know how to book the guy. They fucked him. He was fucked. He got fucked. Rusev Sami saved him. Miz Sami saved him. Some guys saved him. The Shield saved him. Some guys, he was saved sometimes. Sheamus saved him. Vince saved him. Sheamus, The Miz, and who else I think saved him? Sheamus, The Miz, and Rusev saved him. Three guys that could have benefited to save was Jinder, Joe, and Braun. And Goldberg. You couldn't save shit. You tried. And the agenda you should have pushed, boy. You didn't need to save him due to blood cancer. Cancer saved him. That run between 2015 and 2019, there was some ins, there was some outs, but there was ways they could have fixed the problem and made him look good. You had to made him look like millions of dollars. You should have tried and tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. There was ways where you could have saved him. You had opportunities and this and that and this and that, but the big dog could have been saved. It could have been utilized the right way. There were times when I felt like the Roman Reigns character could have benefited from it. So that's my take on what I think. Please leave a comment, subscribe. You just gotta tell me how you feel about were they booking him right or were they booking him wrong. That's my opinion. And I know that is a fact. And I'm not lying to you. I felt more, they put more effort into it. And then if they just learn to figure it out, you should have learned have him attack Stephanie McMahon. Could have killed the whole McMahon family. God damn, Roman. He got cheered at Great Balls of Fire. Capitalize him. They tried. And tried. He got over Great Balls of Fire. You know, you could have booked him more like that, more serious, and maybe he gets more intrigued, put more intrigue. They didn't put nothing in the character. They just shoved the character down the throats the wrong way. They was shoved properly. Maybe he had opportunity, but he never spoke up. He got over pushed. John Cena buried him on the mic, and that one promo from 2017 made him became the tribal chief. That was second promo he had in 2014. You know he was gonna be the chief. He cracked teasers. The 2017 was the icing on the cake. He said, "One day I'm gonna meet you, and I'm gonna see a different Roman Reigns." And I know Roman Reigns. You gotta take a look back in that 2017. Look back at that promo they had. It put Roman Reigns into a different zone. You know he was gonna be the tribal chief. John Cena turned Roman Reigns into the tribal chief. He teased it in 2014, but I think John Cena turned Roman Reigns into the tribal chief. I'm asking for you. Go back and watch 2017. You'll find out that it was John Cena on the mic back when he was the big dog. Turned him into the tribal chief in 2020. I'm not lying to you. I'm the first one to say this. John Cena was the guy that turned Roman Reigns into the tribal chief. Go back and watch that promo they had on Raw. I'm not lying to the Bill for No Mercy 2017. That was it. When he said he's a part-time fake ass bitch. And now we want to go on the Today Show and jump on that big old bus. He could bury as much young talent as he can. I'm the one guy John Cena can't see, and it tells you he became the one and only, and that's anything in that promo followed into the tribal chief. So I want you guys to go check that thing out again. It made it look like he transitioned into the tribal chief just because of that one promo. I hope y'all gonna like this, because that one promo turned him into the tribal chief. It really, really turned him into the tribal chief. Go back and watch it, man. It literally turned him into the tribal chief. From from that one promo he made, that I'm gonna shrink you down, turn you down to size. He's a fake ass John Cena bootleg. And because you can't do your job. And he said, see your fourth wall and all that. Said, I'll see right through you and all that. That made it look like the Rock versus John Cena belt, but it's basically gonna tell you that transpired to MJF and CM Punk and MJF, Edge, and The Miz. So that was transitioned into the MJF and CM Punk moment as well. That is the key promo battle that made the MJF CM Punk moment so special and the Edge and Miz promo so special. That's what made that possible. Stuff like that makes it so identical. Go back and watch the 2017 Bill. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not lying, I tell you. That made it look like Roman Reigns was becoming a tribal chief. The way how he walked, the way how he carried himself. Out of that promo, it was coming. You see it coming. The way how he looked, the way how he carried himself. He carried himself as a different man. He carried a man himself different. Trust me, I believe you. Go and check it out, man. Boy, I'm telling you, I had a long run, bro. Go check it out, man. Almost there. Almost. Go and check it out.